locked in.
It's the girl.
Forever, 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 yeah, it's forever, forever, forever.
Stuck at a green light, that's every Monday night at 8, so tune in, you don't wanna be late. It's exclusive and it get explicit, you don't wanna miss this. Tuck the kids in and pour a glass of miss. And it's something for the men too, black and European too. All around the plane, yeah, we different but got same views. I can smell it in the air, it don't seem right. Brand new bins, but I'm stuck at a green light. And we losing our jobs to vaccines, right? I don't know what I'ma do, this can't be life. But mama said you must pull it together, cause as long as we got us and we together, it's forever.
Forever, 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 forever.
Stuck at a green light.
What it do, crew? What's up? What's up? Yes, Mayhem Monday is going down yet again in cyberspace. What's up? What's up? Stuck at a green light. Yes, it's definitely going down. I'm really excited. So for the people who are viewing and watching right now live, okay, Happy New Year. This is the first Monday of the year. We're going to start this year off thinking out of the box. Okay, we about to just make this year the best year. You know what I'm saying? It's go-getter time. Okay, we learned a lot. You know, we take everything that we've been through in the years before, you know, we reflect on it, we learn from it, and we move forward. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, Mayhem Monday, it is going down. Also, make sure, because tonight is very informal. So have a pen, a paper, you know, your notepad open up in your cell phone, rewatchers, you know, just the same thing. Stuck at a green light brings awareness and full of opportunity. You feel me? Yeah, so get your drink, okay? Get your smoke. It's going down. Mayhem Monday on Stuck at a Green Light. Let's get it. Let's go. Stuck at a green light goes two ways. The first way, okay, is Stuck at a green light is about looking at our culture in the mirror, okay? We are knocking down stereotypes from left and right. There are so many just newnessism that we must learn today. Okay, let's get it right. Let's move with each other better, more love for one another, and just more daring in life, more, you know, getting out there, being happy, pursuing, and doing. And the other way Stuck at a green light go, you know, hey, in life, you know what I'm saying? There's always these stuck at a green light moments where the opportunities are there, but whatever's going down inside, outside in your environment, can sometimes stop you or slow you from it, but you don't get depressed. You don't, you know, you don't give up. You just keep going, keep planning, keep plotting, right? And keep knowing that everything is going to be just fine. All right, now it's going down, okay? I have the beautiful Naomi up in cyberspace. She will be talking about voiceover, and we're going to dive into some goodies of hers. And I'm just super excited, you know, all the way from the DR. That's definitely going down right now. So I am going to introduce to you all, okay, the beautiful. Let me remove this because we have to see, you know what I'm saying? This is really dope though. I'm feeling this. You know, it's a new year. So I gotta come with the newness, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. So I'm feeling it. You know, leave a comment if you guys like the overlay. I'm liking it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put it back up, but the way the show goes, the way the show operates, you know, I don't know. Maybe we could do some testing since this is my first time using this. Let's see. Let me put up a banner real quick, you know. Ooh. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm gonna keep it up. All right, so let's move on. Let's keep going. You know what I'm saying? Positive vibes. Positive vibes to everybody. That is definitely the first thing I would like to do, you know, before I bring on this beauty. Positive vibes, okay? If anything, you know, offends you, or hey, share it, but please be respectful. You know what I'm saying? We are a community. We getting it popping, non-stopping. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's do it. Positive vibes. You know, it's a new year. Just pray, manifest, put those things out there that you want, write your goals down, knock them down, and put yourself first. That's another thing that us humans, you know, we have quite a hard time doing and all. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself first. So happy new year 2022. What it do? What it do? You know what I'm saying? So let's start this year off with a bang. Stuck at a green light, here we go. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going down right now. We about to dive right up into the juice. I am introducing Naomi.
Hello.
What is going on, beautiful?
Oh man, I am so happy to be here. I am feeling pretty awake.
Oh
Despite
yeah.
the fact that it's 12:10 my time.
12:10 and the DR.
That used to be nothing for me. I used to always be such a night owl. There was no reason really to get up in the morning, and then I had kids, and man, you ain't getting out of that.
Yeah, that's a definite. And there's no rules, there's no policies, there's no restrictions.
You
It
know
is
what?
24/7, okay, parenting.
It started to be my way to rebel, to go to bed early. I'd be like, listen, I do what I want. And that is, I'm going to bed at 9:30. Fuck all y'all. But that didn't start until after these kids were like, no negotiation getting up at random hours. So anyway, now it's a little harder, but I'm happy to be here and wide awake and alert and ready to rock and talk about it all.
Well, you know what? I definitely thank you so much, you know, for being on Stuck at a Green Light with your girl.
Thank you
know
for
what I'm
having
saying?
me.
Oh, yes. You know what I'm saying? We got to get it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have a lot going on to where, like, with different platforms that are now accessible, to use them, you know, to use them and get out and about with.
I love this overlay. Like, that's all just a little bit of adding, you know, as we go. The inspiration doesn't come up in your mind, it comes from doing, right? So you got this show going and you were just like, whatever, just get it going. And look at all that you have learned. You rolled this stuff out like a smooth machine to me tonight. The link came, the this, the that. Here's how it's gonna go down. Now you have an overlay.
Girl,
I'm impressed.
Get it?
I said I'm impressed.
Well, thanks, boo. Okay, you know what? It's time. The time is now. I have to share. You know, let's say what's up to the peoples. What's up? We got King Tech TV. What's going on with it? What's up, King Tech? Salute, family.
Oh my God, King Tech. I was listening to that interview earlier. My God, the song that went triple gold or platinum, and oh my God, crazy. Where was that? Was that on his page? Yeah.
Yes.
I recommend it.
You know, you guys check out King Tech TV. I'm telling you, man, right now, okay? ASAP. Wednesdays and Thursday is the King's Table with, yes, the boy, Dismos. Yes.
Yes.
The Dismo swag rocking the night.
Is sitting to
got
my
the Dismo
right
swag
now,
and I'm rocking it tight.
Husband.
Yes, hubby. Look at this. Oh, my wife.
You gotta do an appearance now.
Hey, Dispos. What's up, Dispos? Like, I gotta rock the gear. I gotta rock the gear.
For sure, that's popping.
I love it.
Yes, looking good. It fits nice.
I love those baseball tees in the wintertime in LA.
Cute.
It's perfect.
It's good material.
What shoes are you wearing?
None.
But like when you leave, what shoes would you wear with that shirt?
Either some black and white Nikes, like the black and white Nikes. Because I'm with the Swaggalicious all day. Some
For
white
real, that's why
Air Forces.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Dispos? Y'all up on a late night hour with your girl? What's
I know, it's like all time.
So I want to give a little history. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I started the show in February, and Dismos has been a major supporter of Stuck at a Green Light, and Naomi as well.
Yes.
So
through him,
thank you, Boo, for
through him learning about you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And
that's what it's
he
about.
has been an A1 day one supporter for sure.
Yes.
Very.
So that's why, even my last show, I did that strategically. I wanted to do the last show, straight up with the culo or representing. And then I wanted to do the first show with my boy, because see, what you got to understand is it's very hard to get people to believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
People I've been knowing, look, like he's all the way in the DR, okay? I got fellow natives around me, and it's hard for them to press a like button, but they constantly smiling in my face. I'm confused.
So are you referring to the double tap song with what you're saying?
Hey, I guess I didn't hear it.
Well, it tells that story. That song totally talks about that. That's funny that you mentioned that.
Alignment. Straight up alignment. Hey, what's going on? We have yes, Ray, what's up? Because I wasn't even about to say the name, but what's going on? Yes, beautiful.
You would love Ray, truly, forever. And Ray, you would love forever.
I cannot wait to dive into the juice, girl. I am so excited about tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's so much to talk about.
Yes.
So I cannot wait to get it in. So first, I want you to just, share a little or a lot about yourself, a little background, where you come from, what you do, what's the story?
Okay. Let's see. I am Naomi McKell. I am from originally Seattle. I lived in LA for 12 years. I moved there to be an actor, and I met Diz at one of my starving actor jobs. I was a waitress and he was a chef at a restaurant in Silver Lake. And
typical movie, like romance movie.
I know, it's totally like another version of La La Land, only a more realistic one. But I think it's an interesting story still. When we were getting to know each other at this restaurant, I moved into this apartment that was 4 blocks from the beach in Santa Monica. And I had started doing voiceover work. People, when you're trying to do acting, you're trying to do everything and hopefully something will do something. So you put this whole team together of people. And among that, people were like, oh, well, you should have a voiceover agent. So then people kept saying, well, you'd be really good at, because I'm also a singer. I have a background in singing. I had recording and microphone equipment up in my house. And so I took my first class. And I loved it. It was oh, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. All the other stuff, I'm good at that too, but it just wasn't the path for me. And I do love the freedom and career that I've been able to carve out for myself that is so creative and to me fulfills so many dreams and made a whole bunch of new ones. So I had I'm tech savvy, I guess, and also just brave. I'm not scared to try new things and figure out gear and connecting shit and wires. And I feel if I wasn't such a ham, I could have been an engineer or something. So I wasn't scared of that side of it. And this was like way back in, middle 2000s. So it was brand new to be able to send in your audition via email, right? And so that was my edge. Like, as I was trying to compete with people in Los Angeles that were had been doing it a long time and had that shit on lock. Like, the way that I had a way in was because they didn't have to schedule me to come into the studio at the agency and record my auditions, and I'd wait for an hour in the waiting room and read their scripts from their printed paper. They could just send me an email and I would just send back the audition, and so then actually the hood was a major catalyst for my career really becoming a real career. Let me explain.
Yes, do tell.
So I was working like a gang of jobs. Among them was a waitress, cocktail waitress, exercise instructor, dog walker. Oh my God, I could go on and on. And I was like, this voiceover stuff, especially once I figured out how to like diversify my income. So I had an agent in LA. Then I also had a client list. So I'd just be doing jobs right out of the house. I was like, I think I can do this. This is becoming a conflict. I need more time to do the voiceover work. And I thought, I don't want to like take this leap and then be up against the wall to pay rent 4 blocks from the beach in Santa Monica. So I moved in with Diz on 48th and Figueroa.
Oh, wow.
He was like, I mean, I'm getting this spot and it's $625 a month and we can split the rent. And we were at that point where it would have been a really fun next step to move in together. And also my rent would be like $300 something while I am like beating the pavement. Like, I'm a voiceover talent. You will hear about this shit type, like, go hard in the paint time, So that was, because that was when it like really starts flowing. Like, the way I describe it, I teach this webinar and I talk about like how you want to get up on this wave and like, think of a surfer, you're sitting there in the water and you're like waiting for an opportunity, right, to come by. That's what it really is. And then when you see the perfect wave coming, that is the time to really start working hard to meet that opportunity and paddle and pop yourself up. And then you get up on that wave, which would be like when you have several jobs going.
When you have sources,
yes, and you just ride that wave and collect those checks, and all jobs come to an end. So it's like the wave riding into shore. So I talk about like momentum being to get up on that wave, and to do it, at first you've got to do this initial push. And for me, that was moving to a cheap area. For some people, they just do it part-time for a while, and some people like they have a year of savings. And it will never be me. Some people have like a year of savings, and then they will transfer into voiceover. And those are like the 3 ways I would say. So you can really like.
So the savings, why was the savings such an important aspect?
Because in the beginning, while you're building up your client list and you're building up your inning, you start with one, and whether that's one booking of every few months. Once you get an agent, that just gets you in front of a ton of auditions, and every one of those auditions has talent from all the best agencies in the country who've already vetted all of their talent. So there's like 200 to sometimes 600 voices auditioning for this Old Navy spot that says 3 words, like, Old Navy, get your fash on. So you do 3 takes of that. By the time the people in casting have heard that 800 times, you really think there's a best one, So there's just so much more that goes into it. And I started to really figure that out. I I made these courses because a lot of people started pulling me aside, asking me how I was doing things that I was doing. And then I would go back and like apply the course to my own voiceover career and practice what I preach. And man,
Ooh,
yeah,
the dopeness is real. And we, because tonight we are definitely breaking it down. We're going to be
yes,
talking about 4 ways to be successful in voiceover. And
yes,
hearing your story, a lot of us have this, what is my purpose struggle sometimes, we're always told to, go to school, get a degree, get a job, I just wish it was more talk about. Now, I don't know if it's just me, and you do tell, do share, that I was never told to do your own business, like to do your own taxes or to learn about real estate, or those were the most like powerfulest things that should have been embedded like in school.
And
Like,
it's still not being implemented
and
today, even though
curriculums.
now we know, like, why didn't someone teach us a money class on money and financial planning
Management,
and management?
saving, right.
That is life. That's life learning. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because it's all set
I
up
should
with
say
this,
more about like in my path, I have booked things like so since not all of your people are like aspiring voiceover talents, it's still worth it to do this, because if however many people see this video, if there's one person that they're the right fit and it's the right path, then this is worth it. So we're going to talk about it. But oh, I just lost my train of thought because of our getting our drink on and getting our smoke on before.
You got to be careful with responsibly. But it's all
I remember
good.
now.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was saying like jobs that I have done and jobs that you can do in voiceover are just because I was saying people might not know that, but it's worth it to talk about all of this because maybe this will be the right fit for one person. But if you were going to go into voiceover, the jobs you can do, like lately I've been making synthetic voices. I did the synthetic voice of the what's up, Charlotte? Charlotte's on the
Hey, Char.
They just took it down like a week ago with the meta change. But for the last 10 years, if you go onto Facebook into the about section on your profile, there's a name pronunciation feature. And you press the button and it'll be like, Forever, the realist. And that's my voice. Like you punch in the name and then press play. And that's been around since like 2014.
Is it the same like as Alexa? Like, yeah, or Siri?
I did a bunch of work that it was right when they acquired Oculus Rift. And so I helped them to make a synthetic voice for like a beta version of that. But anyway, so that is one that was really recognizable. I've done a bunch of games. I was in Mass Effect 2, Anki Overdrive, and oh gosh, G.I. Joe, different video games. I do a lot of e-learning work where like I'll teach people how to use medical equipment or something like that. What did you say? I was in this animated series. It was on YouTube, but it was good. It was a funded animated series. And I was Imara. It was like this teenage superhero.
Oh, nice. Is it still accessible?
Yeah, it's still up. You can still watch it. It was only supposed to be one season, but yeah, it's up. It was fun. What else? I'm the voice of several stations on Sirius XM. I am the BPM voice of like electronic dance music. And
interesting.
And Hits One, that's like the pop station. Yeah. So there's all different types of genres you can do. You can go into just doing audiobooks and be an audiobook narrator. You can be just into commercials, because breaking down commercial copy is an art and it is hard to do. And some people are really good at that. So there's all different types of paths to take. If you're into it, then you do it and you start with just any old voiceover class, like voiceover technique class, learning how to act in front of the microphone. And there's lots of them online.
And we see these things all the time, especially when we're looking at like behind the scenes of like, Disney movies and whatnot. And even on TikTok. I mean, TikTok has the voiceover feature that, people are doing as well, so imagine getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like you said, like it's different levels to this.
There is.
Like the topic of the night is thinking out of the box, right?
Yes.
And I feel like that was a super dope topic because it's like us as humans, we are a strainer of information, right? A strainer, meaning it comes in and goes out. But when it's some information that you are into or something that you are interested in, boom, you catch it. Like, ooh, let me lock it in. Like, I've never thought about doing podcasting and stuff like that, but I do music. I use a microphone. I speak. That's right. And it was a lack of support with each other in the community. So yes, I'm supporting people, right? People are supporting me. It's like, that's how it should be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I had to open my mind up to this platform, this new journey. And it was a dope journey.
I feel like I should ask you, what is appropriate for me? How is it appropriate for me to refer to the culture? Because you said you wanted me to be talking about the culture, or like how could voiceover serve the culture, for example, is what you said.
Well, Naomi, like this is really dope because you have, a husband that is of color and your children. So to you, like, what do you think? What is like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you think would be,
I saw on that Quincy Jones documentary, he was like, people want to become what they see. And he was like, I always saw a bunch of dope dealers in my neighborhood. So that was just what I thought was cool. That was what I wanted to become. But if
a dope dealer?
But then he saw musicians and became a musician. That is where I'm going with this. And then, so
you see what you want to be. And this is perfect too. Cause I love this show.
What does the culture see a lot of? Of course I'm generalizing right now, but that's like basketball or professional sports and rappers. They see a lot of rappers. So all of these people have, hey Chalet, all of these people,
Chalet. God.
All of these people have microphones and recording equipment up in their house. And they're also like often very like animated theatrical people. This is something that could overlap potentially with a lot of people who want to rap or do beat poetry or I don't know, like anything in that genre, it could overlap. But okay, back to thinking outside of the box and the 4 things that I was talking about of like how you could slay at voiceover. 1, you want to decide what it is that you, what?
Hold on, let me see. So right now we're diving into the juice. Okay, you got to give me a warning because I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? We diving into the 4.
We could even like make this part quick and then go from there of talking about planning out 2022 and have that be like real juice, because that is more broad and that way everybody can participate. Chalet, Ray, Charlotte, like whatever you are doing in life, here's a way you can do a couple of these exercises. We can do it together and plan out our year and
I agree.
Like manifest shit because we are writing it down here and, really think about what it is that we want, what our soul wants to do. So that was the juice, I thought.
Yeah. The whole thing is the juice, damn. Okay, but back to the question though I had real quick before we move on. With your question was, what is the appropriate term of the culture, right?
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
asked, because you are the culture, you are a part of the culture, like as far as your family, like, you know what I mean? And what do you normally will comfortably call the, colored community? Colored, Black, African Americans, or just people? Like, what do you think?
I guess I just say Black.
Yeah. Hello, Black, white. I mean, shoot, we just and that was another show that I
All the
had
other stuff
too.
sounds so complicated. I don't know.
Huh?
All the other stuff, yeah, I guess I do. Is that what you would say?
Well, yeah, because
Okay.
and it is complication. African American and this and this and that. Black is like, hey, Black, whatever, white, like Caucasian, whatever. But it's the dangers of labeling. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
true.
Like, we're all people, but because of the
Down
world that
here,
we live
this is just
in,
American,
yeah, because of the world we live in, and because of the histories of things, hey, there is a need for some outspokenness in certain communities. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know you see it all the time, and it's horrible. It's
Mhm.
horrible, the things they put out there and whatnot. So that's our help. So with thinking out of the box in our community, Naomi, is simply the fact that yes, it is a occurrence of basketball and rap and sports, and not enough doctor, and just like Shalette said, like about reading and going to school and getting a degree. I want people to think out of the box and making money more than just pimping hoes and players. We need to learn about voiceover, right? We need to learn about other streams of income.
And then it sparked a spark. And then you thought, God, maybe that's a good fit for me. And it's not going to be a good fit for everybody. It's not going to be a good fit for however many people want, but it is going to be a good fit for some, a perfect fit and a great path in life. So
I'm excited. So let's dive into it. Let's go over the 4 ways to be successful doing voiceovers.
Yes. First, I will say, if you've never done any voiceover before, if you've never even thought much about it until recently, maybe just someone's told you you've got a great voice, you do have to start with training. That is not like my niche.
That's in everything, though.
Yeah. You can't expect
to rapping, basketball,
start a career.
Craft,
yeah, and there is skills that you learn, but like, don't be afraid of it. Just it's like something you've just got to get done. It needs to go on your list. It's like learning how to drive a car, and you can pick this all the things up as well as the whole process. Okay. So I'm not saying like, oh yeah, just do these 4 things. If this is 4 things where, like, if you'd like to be a voiceover talent,
yes,
taken a class, if you've maybe even booked a job or 2 and you're like, man, I really want to do this. This is 4 things you can do that will level your shit up like 1 to 5 levels. Like if you're making $1,000 on what just X amount, it will be times 5, 1 to 5. So these are the 4 things. Number 1, you have to find clarity on exactly what it is that you want and you love in voiceover. Because I told you all those different genres. Are you really love like those crime dramas? You want to be the next voice of a female First 48? Do you love TV? Like TV promo is this whole other genre where you're like, tonight only on Lifetime, or you're the voice of Thursday night TV, or the Cartoon Network, or whatever, right? Like there's so much, there's probably so much voiceover that you hear all the time every day and you just don't even think about the shit, right? And there's more work all the time coming, and AI voices are catching up and eventually will replace some work, but not all of it. So our jobs are secure for quite a long time. So you have to choose. Oh, thank you for that, Shalay. Oh, she said, "Let me in that aspect."
Hey, Flame.
You have to choose that you love within voiceover, so that you can focus on it and target that, right? So maybe you're like, man, I have always done commercial work, but I had a kid a couple years ago. Now I'm watching cartoons all the time and I want to do animation. God damn it. Or whatever, right? So you have to pick. This is something that I do every year. And maybe the answer is the same a couple years in a row, but we go through different chapters in our life and shifts and seasons. So the number one thing first is you have to have clarity on what exactly it is you want to crush this year for yourself in voiceover.
Clarity. Okay, let me write this stuff down too and put it up at the bottom of the screen for the peoples. So clarity on what you want to do. Yes.
The most. The clarity, the fine clarity. I think that's in a free master class that I teach. Yes. Okay, let's get back to it. And I can put that link up here too. But we can't post links. I can post a link in the comments, right?
Yes.
Okay. I won't do it right now. Let me do the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the one, find clarity on exactly.
And also the link is going to be in the description as well on YouTube.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. You know what? Then I won't even worry about it. I'll get back to this. Okay, so number 1, find clarity. Number 2, find coaching. So even if you've already taken this, learning how to do voiceover and acting in front of the microphone or whatever kind of introductory classes you've had, when you're doing these 4 things to level up your career, number 2 is going to be like specific coaching to serve number 1. So if you said like, I really want to get into promos or animation, fine. And even if the most expensive coach is way out of your price range, that is not an excuse to not find coaching because there's cheap options. Real Voice LA does virtual ones. You can audit classes for like $15 and just watch people go up in the booth and read commercial copy, promo copy, animation. I could go on and on. The actors that teach there are
that's a good question.
So good. Oh my God. So like you can do workout classes. Some of them are free. Some of them are like $40 or whatever. So yes, there is the high-end coaches that, if you have it, invest and see who works for you and whatever. But if you don't have the money to like really dive into that, there's still something you can find. Is it?
Yeah, Shalette had a bomb question.
Voice.
Is it easier to get typecast because of the type of voice? That is a really good question.
It's something that you very much want, because another way to say typecast is your branding. And that is, in fact, that is the main thing that I'm offering and telling people about tonight is this thing called outstanding VO branding.
Yes, we're going to dive into
your voiceover branding. Exactly. And then like deploy it out to everywhere you show up and do business as a voiceover talent. But your branding is the same thing. And when you have that, like, you can target in, you can repel the wrong jobs that you would be wasting your time auditioning for, and you can attract exactly the right shit. So it's good to be typecast.
Okay.
There's so much work out there. And you just, if you're not like dialed in on your brand and your sound and how it will connect with the right jobs, then you just kind of float around in a massive sea.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Because like, it's always, when you hear about the actors and stuff in Hollywood, in movies and stuff and the typecasting, like she said, like, how, let's say Will Smith, like he's always in these roles of the superhero or the last man on earth
or do you remember Meg Ryan? People have been telling me lately with this hair that it's real long. People like, you look very Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan, though.
I'll take
you
it.
Are giving the Meg Ryan vibe.
She apparently
you are.
Because I was like, what the hell happened to her? She was super typecast as the good girl, and she did some kind of like job in the early 2000s where there was like a sex scene or something, and everybody disowned her because she was so typecast into that good girl that everything bombed. And
but anyway, I like seeing people like be out of their typecastedism. Like when who was it? I think it was Robin Williams. He played a crazy person because usually Robin Williams is always comedy.
You're right. He broke out of his typecast, and it took a lot of hard work and persistence and years of. And he had some shit bomb, but he was so rich that, because he took heat for some of the stuff that he did, but I think he just kept it pushing, and she divorced Los Angeles. She left, and who knows where she is or what she's doing now, but yeah, she is a great example of getting typecast.
Yeah, interesting. Yes, and so we were talking about coaching and stuff to
Yeah, honestly,
I'm taking this very seriously.
Robin Williams is who was thinking outside of the box in order to move forward. So okay, number 1, find clarity. Number 2, find coaching to serve what it is that you want to crush this year in voiceover. Number 3, establish a workflow for that, because different voiceover jobs have different workflows. I have been booking on this online website that I used to work on. Like, it started my career in South Central. It's called a pay-to-play website. It's called voice123.com. There's lots of them.
Is it one of those pay-to-plays?
Say what?
I said, what kind of pay-to-play?
It's a pay-to-play, meaning like you pay to have a membership to get auditions for jobs.
Oh, okay, girl, because you know how my head, I'm joking. I gotta have a little bit of
no. Yeah, so there's lots of them, and some of them are more scandalous and like dark webbish, like just dirty business people than others. Some are pretty okay. None of them are perfect. All of them are a version of like moving, like a disruptor, right? So like the Uber for taxis and the Airbnb for hotels. Mm-hmm. These pay-to-play websites, like you can get work without an agent, and without being union, and the stuff is available right out of your house. And so you don't earn quite as much as like an LA SAG union job, but you're working every day instead of only booking like 2 jobs a year and you bust your ass auditioning around the clock. So anyway, but I digress. So I've been on this pay-to-play website, and I have been booking so many commercial like campaigns this fall. And I thought that the workflow was that I needed to have this thing called Source Connect connected. So like I talk into the microphone and it goes directly through like a high speed connection into you record rap, right? Their DAW, their software, their audio, like Studio One or Pro Tools.
Oh yeah, like I'm about to say that. Yeah, like a Pro Tools or Logic.
So when my sound wave on my mic shows up in their computer anywhere else in the world, and they talk and I hear it in my headphones, like they're in the room directing me. And it's like $35 a month to have it. And it's hard. I've had to set it up with get a public IP transferred over to a private IP and all this shit. The service calls I've had to do with them. But if I don't have this in place, then when the job is booked, like you need to do the session sometimes within a few hours. And you're on a call with an entire advertising agency. So that shit better be in order. So you have to establish your workflow for the job that you want, so that when the job gets booked, you're ready to do it for them, Audiobooks is like 3 hours a day of recording. You're not auditioning, you're just reading. That's why I've never gotten into it. I feel like I would I don't have that kind of patience. But you learn. It's called punch and roll. So when you're talking, you press like the space. So you're like editing as you read. And so by the end of the file, you just turn in the file. But when I record voiceover normally for like my commercial jobs or e-learning, I just read, and all the fuck ups, I just keep going. And then I take it back to the last sentence. All that stuff is in there. Then you go back over the sound file and you cut out all the screw ups, right? You clean up the file. But people who do audiobooks do this punch and roll where like when they screw up, they press the space bar and then delete and it brings it back to the last spot where it was good. And then they keep going. So does that make sense? So like all that needs to come out is a few clicks between a few sentences, but cutting out me doing this certain line 7 times because I couldn't get this one word right is not, like, so these are just examples to you of all the different types of workflows there are for different jobs, right? So that's number 3. And then number 4, which is where I think most voiceover talents fall short, actually, where they think their work is done and then they sit there ready to work and then they just sit there. And that is create a campaign. Create a campaign. And you know what else? A lot of this stuff can apply to any one small business. Like,
yes, because I'm thinking about stuck at a green light.
Right? If you're a graphic designer, if you are there any graphic designers anymore? Do we all just use
Canva? They always hitting me up, but some of them be scammers too on Instagram. But yes, and they're very important.
So number 4, create a campaign. You could totally do this for pretty much any small business. Yeah, definitely. But I created this product called the Campaign Creator, and it's for voiceover people. But seriously, I should remake it and have it be for contract employees or people who just are trying to book any kind of work. So the old adage or rule that all advertising agencies know is like the rule of 7. And that is that it takes a human brain an average of 7 encounters to start recalling something. And that's why when you are a consumer, campaigns are launched on you. You see, name anything like Coca-Cola, or I always use kitty litter. I don't know why. Think of kitty litter. So you are like, I don't know, where would it start? You are flipping through a magazine and there is an ad for some sort of special kitty litter. And then you turn on the TV and there's a Hulu commercial for that same kitty litter. And then you're driving in the car and you hear on the radio the same kitty litter, right? That is a campaign. It's on the side of a bus. And you feel like, God damn it, everywhere I turn my head, I see that fucking kitty litter. That is the point, right? That's a campaign that's launched on you so that the next time you're at the grocery store and you're like, dude, my cat box stinks, then
they're gonna think of that. Like, boom, I remember this advertised. Yeah. Trickery of the brain. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Most people buy on the 8th to 12th encounter. So the rule is 7, but who knows what the lucky number is? It might be 8. So if you flip the script and you're actually launching a campaign on them, because I say that like on the advertising agencies, because if I'm booking commercial work, those are the people who write the commercials. So those are the people who I want to get their attention, right?
Right.
But it's really just you're launching a campaign on who is the consumer, right? So an advertising agency launches a campaign on me because I'm the one who'd be buying the kitty litter. But I want to launch a campaign on a list of the people who I want to hire me, right? Those are my consumers. They're buying my voice. So if I said I want to go into TV promo work, I would put together a spreadsheet after a couple hours of research on the internet of the people who make promo TV, who write promo TV copy. Who are these people? Who does the hiring in this world? And then, like, yeah, a lot of times they'll find an casting director that will send it out to the agents, and then I'll get the audition, but my audition is just going to go in there in a stack of like 75 auditions. They have to decide in 30 minutes. They don't even get to the second half. A lot of them are so good, you know? How do you decide? It's like objective at that point. You launch a campaign. So you find these people, you find this list, and it could be like, for me, this year, in following these 4, I just moved to the Dominican Republic, right? I'm on East Coast time for the first time in my life. I've never been on East Coast time. I've never really had relationships with East Coast agencies. So this year, I want a New York agent and I want an agent out of like the Atlanta area. So I'm going to find the top 3 to 5 agents in New York and the top 3 to 5 agents in Atlanta. And I'm going to find all their shit, their Instagram handle, their Facebook handle. If I can get it, I want to know their mailing address, not creepy, like whatever one they're comfortable giving me. I want their email address. I don't ever call. I just feel like my phone is the last personal territory, so I try to respect that with other people. But some people say that cold calling is like works magic for them. So to each their own. But I'm right. All their shit. Like I put this spreadsheet together. A lot of times I go on to Upwork and I hire a contractor and I pay him like $70, and he makes a spreadsheet for me of like 640 people that all work in TV promo. And then I narrow that list down to like 80 from 640. Okay, so you can have your list be anything from like I helped this woman who was trying to get a top LA commercial agent. So she did the real research and got it down to 5. So she was launching a campaign on these 5 people. So it can be 5 people or it can be 500 people. It's up to you and how much you want to buy. And also different genres. Like if you're trying to get a bunch of e-learning work, that's just like a blast that can go out to a bunch of companies that you find that make e-learning work, right? So that can be a much longer list. If it's an agent, this is a relationship you're trying to form here. So that's maybe a much, much smaller list, right? So you get this list of your target of who you're going to launch this campaign on, and then you design this campaign that is a bunch of different, like I call them pings, like all those things that you're seeing with the kitty litter ad, it being on the radio and whatever. For you, it would be an email, a LinkedIn connection, maybe a LinkedIn message, an Instagram post where you tag them, a DM from somewhere, and something in the mail. Because if you put together like a really dope ass, not like just some bullshit that you printed and wrote on and what, no. Like go on to minted.com or something and have your branding be on it and have like this super cool message that totally shows them that you are really interesting. Somebody who they would really want to work with. Like when I moved to Seattle, we moved to Seattle for 7 years before we moved here. So we went LA, Seattle, DR. I signed an agency there and he was like, hey, listen, if you turn on the radio right now, out of 5 commercials, 4 of them are going to be on my roster. And it's not because they are any better than anybody else in this town. It's because they know the people who do the hiring and they have relationships with them. And he was like, and it's nothing personal, but if a year goes by and you don't book, we got to fire each other. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. All right. So I like this competitive nature. I've got this. Okay, let's do this. And like 6 months went by and I hadn't booked anything. And I was like, oh God damn. Okay. I got to come up. I got to think outside of the box. So I noticed all of his auditions, he was forwarding the messages from whoever was sending him the work. And I could just scroll down and find all of their emails and their signature blocks and all that shit. So I made a spreadsheet and then I made this awesome postcard that was like a picture of a radar screen, you know, like where it's like a little blip on the radar, like a ding, ding, ding. And then it had a really cool font. It said, just a little attempt to show up on your radar. And then you flipped it over. And then I knew they all lived in Seattle. I'm originally from Seattle. So I was like, how can I connect with them? You know what? I'm just a cool chick. I got my voiceover career in LA, but I'm back in my hometown, and maybe like you, I'm just someone who can't see the sunset behind the Olympic Mountains without tearing up. To joke about, the that we both live in. And girl, I started booking like crazy. The last thing that I sent
Interesting. Wow. Okay.
and I go into the booth and he goes, "Oh, by the way, these things work." And he held up my mailing, the card, and it was a holiday mailing, so it was the end of a campaign. And he was like, and it was a car toy spot. Like anybody can, not anybody. I'm just saying talent is like a prerequisite, but a lot of people are good at doing it. And if anyone on here can do a lot of this stuff and work at it for a minute and get good. So anyway, he was like, a lot of people could have done this spot. And I looked down and I saw that card on my desk and I was like, oh yeah, Naomi, she's so cool. How is she? You know what? Call her ass in here. And I booked the job. So I have so many different like spreadsheets showing my results from these different campaigns. And it's true, like agents get you in front of the jobs, but it's not their responsibility to market for you. And so you have to think outside of the box and do marketing. So in addition to doing voiceover, here's the last piece of all of this. And we talked about this for a second. We talked about when Shalay was talking about
the branding
and how that matters with branding. All of these things, step 3, step 4, step 2, well, not step 2, but step 1, step 0 is your branding. It's like your prerequisite to getting into the steps. If you don't have your branding together, then it's just not, it's so much harder to do everything else.
That's for the rapper, that's for the anything.
Right, because you know who you are and you know what.
Is this right, Naomi? Outstanding VO branding, right?
That's right. Outstanding VO branding. So first of all, it's $67 because it's such a good class and it's so fun and I worked so hard on it, but it's priced at pay what you can. So whatever matches your situation.
It's priced at pay what you can.
Pay 0, but I'm not sure. You might have to pay a penny.
Something, $1 minimum.
Fun. I don't know if anybody out there uses Trello, but I love it because it's all about lists and making action items and checking that shit off and getting done and moving on with it, because you don't want to spend a ton of time on your branding. You want to do it, put it together, deploy that shit like in a signature block, in it, like have your branding show up everywhere that you do business. And this is something also that applies to way more than voiceover talents, but you want to have that branding in your email signature block, of course, on your on all of your social media, your LinkedIn, your YouTube, your Facebook banners, all of them. You want to you want to have that stuff be everywhere so that it is all perfectly in place, so that when you launch that campaign and this person's like, forever, let me see what this person's all about. Oh, well, that's cool. So your shit is there and it's all consistent and congruent, So outstanding VO branding is like, it's a way to get to know me. So you can take the class, and then I also offer the workflow. Yeah, I also offer the workflow of VO. So that is how to, like, A to Z, start to finish, have a business, a running business as a voiceover talent, from setting up your studio to all about how you need to get your demos to where to find the work, how to book the job, how to execute the job once you booked it, how to bill and send invoices and collect the money, and like stuff that you can do when there is no work to keep more work coming. So that's the workflow of VO. And that sort of serves step 3. And then the campaign creator is, I love it. I'm about to do it. I'm about to do it.
I'm excited because, I have been, because we're going to have to really talk more off record because I need a lot of help with stuck at a green light. Like, what I mean?
You could apply so much of this shit that would just launch you in a major way. Truly.
Yes,
truly.
honey. And so that's what we need to do. Get into the juice of that because, it's needed. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm real with mine. And I know that I would love for the, for everything, Forever Glitter Box. That's my company.
Yeah.
Stuck at a green light. Thank you. Cause hey, well, it's about expression and creativity, like even with dressing and clothes and fashion and with your expression, what you're saying, music wise, clubs, boom. So that's the whole shebang. The Stick at a Green Light has been very, very like a lot of people is really feeling the whole movement.
True.
And I want more people to know about it and more because I'm telling you, this is the calm before the storm. And that's why I admire people like you and many others. Like, check out the channel. I got
I know. Yeah, you guys, some of the interviews are so great and in depth.
Yes,
and formal. And man, it's good stuff. You're onto something. There's a question here. Oh, when does the class start? Yeah, it is an online course. And so you can just take it and start it and watch it on your own time.
So do people have to pay to get access to the video?
That is what is set at pay what you can. So if you're in a cool situation right now, pay the $67. If you're like, you know what, I want to see if I'm into this person, Naomi, and gain some trust and see if I like this kind of learning style and I don't have any cash right now.
It's a dumb idea though.
Sign up for it and yeah. And like I said, it might take a penny, but I think you can actually just get it free if that is your situation. I'm not judging. I've been there. So, hi.
Hey, Angel. Angel Clubhouse up in cyberspace. I'm late, but I'm here. Hey, there's no such thing as late. There's no such thing as long as you're here. You know what I mean? I love the support of the people. I'm telling you, and you can always go back. It's always going to be on YouTube. Thank you. That's what's up, Angel, for sliding on through.
But Charlotte, it is like you can sign up for the class and then you start the videos and then it has the Trello board, right? So like you can follow this whole list of tasks that you are checking off. It has this interactive workbook, like a PDF workbook where you can fill the shit in and you watch the videos. And like when I ask you like the introspective parts and the parts where you have to talk about what do I want? What is specifically in voiceover or whatever my profession is or what, if I'm just thinking about you, but like, if you're really asking yourself those interest, I'm like, okay, I'm going to play some music.
Good
you
question.
Can press pause for a second, take a little dose of whatever it is that makes you feel good and creative and go. It's like a work party. It's not a typical course. It's fun.
Nice. I'm interested. So can we donate to you after we graduate and gain work from the class? You have to.
Yes. Sure.
I mean, I'm sure okay, it's pay what you can to get access to the video. I feel like, I guess when people feel like it was a satisfaction to get more income, is that listed to how you can get it? Because is it like your Cash App or something displayed, or is it from the same website? Like when we have to pay what we can to look at the video. Let's say somebody want to donate to you.
It's a dollar. Girl, go to the link or let me share it right now. Look, let me do a screen share. Share screen.
I don't know if you can. You could do it.
Yeah.
If you could do it now, you done.
Girl, I said I'm tech savvy. Okay, I am no dum-dum. Am I sharing? Are you looking like? Look, is this a? Oh my God, you're hilarious. I love you. Look, here is the link. You're
You
hilarious.
level me up already, Naomi. Dang.
Oh
Good
my God,
people.
you're funny. Wait, I have
People.
to stop sharing
You
first.
can
Wait,
share
go to the
your
comments.
screen as well. Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
stop sharing for a second because I can't see the comments.
Good, because I'm
Can I not
celebrating.
comment in the
I'm
comments?
celebrating, Naomi.
Well, that's
You're
shitty.
so beautiful. Thank you. You're
Oh.
so beautiful as well.
Why
Yeah.
can't I comment in the comments? I'm putting this in the private chat.
Well, because you I
There.
don't know. That's a good
Can
question
you-
as well. But I don't know. Dismos would know, but I know that you can put it after or
It's not. Or does
I got the link. Okay, let me put it in the comments. I mean, let me
Yeah.
put it on a banner. So
Yeah, there you go.
the link is the
It says the biz
The
at
biz
VO
of
docs.
both.
I mean, it's an ugly ass, long ass link.
I'm about oh my goodness. I'm about to put it on up and we're gonna see right here. You know what I'm saying? Because you put it in private chat. No. Oh.
Yeah, I put
Okay,
that there.
okay. Okay. I was saying if I could I am
Well, here,
very,
while
very
you're working
this-
on that, let me screen share again and let me show
Yes,
you
go
guys
ahead,
the
boo.
class.
That is tight.
Because I will show you exactly what happens, and then that way you can get a real walkthrough. So, what happens? Copy, and then let's go there.
Hey, this is tight.
You will come to this. It's a sales page.
Oh,
And it's going to say all this fun stuff. It's going to show you what it looks like. It's going to say it's $67, but pay what you can.
nice.
And then here on the right side is the campaign creator. And you can like check the box and add that if you want to your order, or, get it later or whatever. But the point is you put in your name. Look, I think you can do 0. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure somebody took it and they either paid $5 or they paid 0. This is a brand new course, you guys. I have no problems admitting.
Okay, I was able to put it in the comments, the link.
Awesome. Okay, so
the dopeness is real, girl.
So yeah, this is what it is, and this is where you sign up. You enter your info and then place the order, and then you get an email that's a link to be able to go and you download the workbook, you get a link to join the Trello board, and then you watch the videos and go through the class. And you can watch that shit on your phone, on the go. You can sit down and do it with notes. Like for me, I like to know exactly what I'm getting into with like a little online class thing. So I'll like have it on, not that I ride the subway anymore. I'll have it on when I'm multitasking, and then I'll listen to it with one ear, and then I'll go back and sit down and be like, all right, let's hash this shit out here, and I'll implement and do the work that comes with the class. So that's the way I do it.
What's going on? Smoky Lane up in the cyberspace, stuck at a green light. Hey, what's going on? Yes,
nice.
indeed. Smoky Lane is up in cyberspace. So yes, Naomi, full of information.
Mm-hmm.
I think the alignment is real because you done already, you know what I'm saying? I done learned a new feature. That is something, that's dope. People that is coming on to Stuck at a Green Light to promote yourself. You can share your screen. So that's G. So
look, I can share slides too. That's super dope. Like I could do dang, that's so cool. And I have a whole presentation. Anyway, my little webinars or classes or things that I teach, a lot of them are like slides with me talking about stuff and teaching stuff. And so, yeah, you could have people do slideshows. You could have people play a video.
Yes, put your slideshow together. Because, I would usually play everything from my end. And, I got a treat for the people too, Naomi. Don't think I have forgot, honey. Don't think I have forgot, because I am definitely letting the people know what's up with the creativity, with the singing, okay? And I've seen the video. I was like, you never know nobody. I was like, who is this? What? I loved it. I watched it twice.
Oh my
I
God.
thought that was so cute. Like, I cannot wait. I love this. You know, this is what the culture is about, like infusion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just so much. And I know that you like what I'm doing and speaking out on all this stuff. And your video is super dope. Like super. And the message.
He's good with that shit.
I'm playing it. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it at the end.
Okay.
I think my dreads want me to be sexy.
They're so cute.
Yeah, because they keep coming in my face. All right, let's get it. Let's go. Stuck at a green light. I have the beautiful Naomi McKell. Thank you so much for coming in with a win, honey. I mean, huh?
I said, my pleasure. It's been so fun.
Yes, I told you. Be so shy or like I'm nervous. Like, no, I'm telling you, once the show is rolling, like it's like 1 something in the morning and you chilling.
Oh yeah. No.
Absolutely. So we talked about voiceover, the 4 ways of being successful, okay? And not only to be applied to voiceover, but to apply it in your business and your life and the things that you're doing. You know, we are thinking outside of the box, the year 2022, okay? That's what it is. That's the topic of the night. All of it, thinking outside of the box, you know, be a daredevil this year. Do something that you never thought you would ever want to do.
Yes.
Give it a try.
But
Eat
don't
the green eggs and ham.
Like, write it down and sketch it out and execute that shit.
There we go.
You know?
There we go.
Definitely say it, but don't stop there. Yeah.
Don't stop there. Like, I am a living example. Naomi is a living example of thinking out of the box and being successful. Like being like, whoa, you know, your mind can be your prison in life. People understand that. Your mind, I'm gonna repeat it for those slow people in the back, or people having technology issues. Your mind can definitely be your prison in life. Okay, that is so deep, because I had, and of course a lot of us, there's always many times when you have to think out of the box, be out of the box. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Shalette, just do it. And again, Shalette is Dismo's sister. I'm saying we have the family up in here, like, you know what I'm saying, getting it in. And it's a dope topic, you know. So thinking outside of the box is just like that. Do something different.
I have a tip. So for planning out or just visualizing how great this next year is going to go for us all,
just do it.
For me anyway, like I chose, unfortunately, I can only narrow it down to 4, which to me is completely fucked. I feel like I so wish I only was just interested in one thing in life so that I could just, you know, super crush that. But voiceover is so not the only thing that I do or love doing. Like I've made all this coaching stuff and I've found that I love it. It's uncovered this whole passion.
And it grows. Yeah. It grows into so many different other
fun and fulfilling and like all the ways that I can learn to reach and get to people and the mediums that I make the courses. It's been a super creative process. And then my husband he's awesome and he has so much going on that like I want to be involved in as well. Like it's a family business. Right. So the Dismo shit, the Dismo shit is not, he is the artist, but there's so much that goes behind that stuff. Like, That's all in our studio.
Yes, I mean, look, power couple
Old ass
and
watermelon.
power couples. Yes, come
Mhm.
on, people that are in relationships, people that are, work relationships, friends. Power couples is not just in romance. Power
Yeah.
couples is also in friends, homies. You know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned this plenty of times. Dismos know what's up with the whole, the
I love that.
promoters out here. Like there's so many promoters that get venues and show cases be done, but it's so many of y'all. How about get together and invest in a building or invest in some type of program or,
That is so smart. Rather
that's what
than
I'm
every
saying.
one of them fighting for this thin ass little slice of the
Yes.
pie, just build something
That's
together.
bills. People can look at the ants.
I could
Okay, if you
not
want to
agree
know
with
the
you more.
smallest, most humblest animal on this planet,
Oh my God,
is
girl, this watermelon is
ants.
so fucking cold. There's like one tooth that is not enjoying it, but the rest of my mouth is really having a good time. She was commenting on the watermelon, sorry.
Who?
Chalet, she said, darn,
Oh, I
babe, can
didn't
I
even
get
say it. I was lost. My bad, girl. I'm so into myself right now. What I'm saying, I just, you know, girl. I was like,
sorry.
wait, what? But ants. I was saying, how ants build together.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get it. Let's go.
Yes.
Learn from the ants. Learn
So
from the ants.
you're
Dang,
right.
can I get some of that watermelon? You know what,
Yeah,
Shalette?
it's
I
so
want
good.
some too. And then,
So okay,
all right,
but
let's
that's just for me. For all of you guys, for Chalet, for where's Charlotte? Charlotte, say something. Are you still on there? Is Ray still on there? Anyone?
Sure.
And for you, even too.
Okay.
So whatever it is that it like what your main shit is that you do, that you're working on. Stuck in a Green Light, right? Or Chalet, you're an amazing artist and your art.
And needs to be on Stuck at a Green Light soon.
She's incredible. Oh my
So just
God.
leave the date in the comments.
Mm-hmm. So
for sometime in one of the Mondays in February.
oh, I love it. She's
Okay, Chalet. Chalet.
So there's voiceover coaching, Dismos, and the turn ups. We do kids hip hop music. We have like a whole kids album, right?
Cute.
So those are the
I
four
love
things
that.
that are like
Too much.
business and money earning. So what is that for you? You know, do you have more projects than this one?
Me?
Cool. Chalet's working on her comic, which is releasing in February. That's super exciting.
That's what I'm saying. So, well, you need to come on Stuck at a Green Light, and we need to promote it, and we
Yeah,
need to get
have
it
that be
popping
part of your
stopping.
release. That's a great idea. Okay,
Yes.
number. So have that be like one section.
Mhm.
Next section, health, and what that means for you, like your food intake, your diet, whatever, your activity, whatever.
Are you talking about like based on Stuck at a Green Light?
I'm talking about Stuck at a Green Light and thinking outside of the box on 2022, crushing 2022.
Okay, let's go. Let's get it. All
One
right.
thing is your business ventures. So what is that for you? Probably Stuck at a Green Light. For me, I was saying voiceover, Dismos, the turn-ups.
Mhm,
Another
mhm.
is your health. Another is like your family life, your personal, your people life.
Mhm.
And another is soul. Your soul, for me, that could be a lot of different things. But for me, like stuff that feeds my soul, like, I don't know. When we take trips, we went to Santo Domingo. That was awesome. I felt like that fed my soul. Swimming, gardening, all my stupid ass projects. I have so many damn projects. And then the last one is money. So those are the categories for 2022, right?
Yes,
and they
gotcha.
would apply to you too, and Chalet
Yes.
applies to you too, and
Right.
everyone.
Right.
So write down a descriptive after statement for each of those categories. Put yourself at the end of 2022 and be like, for the money one, Man, I am so glad I got my money right. By June, I had everything paid off. And no, for the last 6 months, we have got a savings. We have this much money in this account and that much for that. And we are planning for that. I did it all right this way. I'm so glad that 2022 worked out this way. And just be as descriptive as you can and play that shit out in your head where you are at the end of the year and ask yourself what you want and you've got those things and stand there and be grateful for them. And what are you going to say? And then write that down. And then write it down for all of those things. What does Dis most want in 2022? He's kind of got it on and popping with this awesome shit where he's co-hosting with King Tech TV. That's like looking back on something from the last
I was thinking
year.
that too, Shalay, positive affirmations.
Right.
And good manifestation.
Exactly
which
right.
A lot of people
totally,
did and was doing
out of these statements, and you can manifest this shit. You should
Absolutely.
see my notebook from last year. I have a
awesome.
statement that's like, I am so glad we waited for just the right house that has just the right space for me to record and took that leap and moved to the Dominican Republic. And I'll like accidentally open that notebook and read it. I'll be like, oh my God, it all happened.
That's dope. And you know what else too, Naomi? I want to tell the people, to do a vision board or a vision board party.
You can make a vision board with
You
this.
can make
you
it,
can draw
yes.
it out.
You can draw it out. You can write it out. Other ways, people get magazines and cut out. Like if you have like old magazines or posters, you can cut out, and create a vision board of what you see in 2022 at the end.
You're writing it up in here, and then you start to walk it and live it and talk it and be it and do it and have it.
Walk it, talk it. That's what I'm saying.
Walk it, talk it, be it, do it, have it, live it, or nothing to it.
Come on. It's on. I'm about to be at the DR in about a couple of months, and we're about to get on the mic. You feel me?
Wait.
So Naomi, okay. Dope show. I mean, super dope.
So fun.
So I have to ask the question of the night.
Oh, go.
So let's go. Describe a stuck at a green light moment. How did you react and what is the outcome today? Now, I know this question, we've talked about a lot of stuck at a green light moments, but something that hasn't been shared, something that is, you share what you want, but I don't want you to be all, you know what I mean? We're going to keep it fluffy. We're going to keep it fluffy. All right. So describe a stuck at a green light moment. How did you react? And what is the outcome today?
Yeah. There was a woman who I studied under for voiceover. It was my main, the one time I did really invest in a coach. Other times I do a class here, a class there, this little workout here, but I dropped many grands, at least $3,000 into starting coaching with this woman a long time ago. I had already been working out of my home with these online pay-to-play sites. And no, I did not have an agent yet. She specifically teaches you how to break down commercial copy, get inside the mind of the person who wrote the script and read it how they wanted it to be read. It's a very specific technique, and it's cool. And she's a great teacher, and I studied with her. And then probably 3 years later, I was doing so much booking of my online client list that I started teaching these classes because people were asking me, how are you surviving between the jobs that we barely ever book with our agent? How are you doing all those other jobs? And I was like, you know what? And a friend was like, you should not keep giving this information away for free. You need to just teach this in a class or something. So it was all stuff that I had been doing for years before I coached with this woman. None of the curriculum overlapped. I only taught the stuff about getting online work for yourself while you try to build yourself up to being noticeable to an agent. So years later, because I considered her a mentor and someone in the voiceover community and everything else, and just like a fellow female, just seemingly strong women, whatever, stick together. I don't know what the hell it is, the line is. And we were on a catch-up conversation where I'm like, guess what? I started teaching stuff too. Nothing like you and your level. This is like for bottom feeder work or whatever. These were these other courses that I had. And rather than like, what is it, like real queens adjust each other's crowns? Man, she tried to stomp me out like a flame. She was like, you signed a contract that you would never teach after you coached with me. I was like, never teach in my life? How is that even legal? When did I sign this contract? And then I looked it up. And it was some kind of non-compete clause that was good for 1 year. And we were having this conversation 10 years later. And I was 2 states away. And she was trying to tell me that I cannot teach, that I am in violation of stuff. I'm like, if you stopped, like, there's so much other work to be done that we could both be doing. Why is this a threat to you in any way? And yeah, man, I just sat for a minute, soaked that stuff up, and kept on walking my walk and doing my thing and going on with my bad self. Yeah, I went back and read that contract and it all expired within 1 year. So it doesn't even matter. But just the fact that it was just like so obviously some strange, like the way that women can be trying to keep each other down, you know?
Yeah.
And stomp each other out rather than
it's viral. It's viral. It's viral. The haters are real. They're lurking. They're out there. They smile in your face, and all the time they want to take your place.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I put my big girl pants on, and I just was like,
real haters out here.
There's 7 billion people on this planet. I don't need to know you. I blocked that. Blocked that shit out of my existence.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That need to be on the beginning of one of my songs.
I don't need to know you.
It's how many people on this planet? I don't need to. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, well, the dopeness is real. The dopeness is very real. And so
your face all the time. They want to take your place.
Was she about to show a video?
Oh yeah,
Backstabbers.
Yeah.
Hey, tell this mouse, don't be back there. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love it. I mean,
we just learned igual. That's how you say down here, like I feel the same, or like right back at you is igual or igualmente. Mm-hmm.
So, okay, before I show the video, we're gonna I want you guys to definitely follow my girl on Instagram. Now, see, I'm the type, I don't just tell you to, I show it. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's really cool.
When I seen that you could do it too, I'm like, well, damn, Stuck in the Green Light is popping. That's it. That's it for Stuck in the Green Light. So yes, this is the outstanding VO branding that you were talking about, like a little more of what it looks like.
You got it.
You know, and this is more stuff that's going on in the life of Naomi McKell.
Yes, this is all my. I've been.
Look at my babies. I told this mouse, these boys, they remind me.
Truman Show.
And I said I wanted them to be up tonight. Look, I found another way. They are the Truman Show. The Truman Show. You know what the Truman Show is?
Of course I do. I hope it's. I mean, that was like a disturbing movie at the end of the day. So I don't.
But I'm saying, Naomi, oh my God, not that perception. That's how we watched them grow up. You know, you guys. So that was disturbing. No, Naomi, I'm saying, like we just watched them grow. You know, Dismos always have you guys representing just a dope family man. Look at y'all.
I know.
Look at them.
He's
Who y'all think
amazing.
y'all is?
You want to know something? Like living here, he's also a full-on chef. Not everybody knows that about him, but like he can cook. He worked in restaurants for 25 years as a chef, a cook, whatever on the line, and can cook any food at any place. And down here, we are getting like an Airbnb business going. So for his job,
Nice.
right? It's so funny. On a couple of shows on King Tech TV, people in the comments will be like, "Is this most a trapper?" And then they try to like, I guess they're asking if he's like a drug dealer down here or something, and then they'll play it out like that's just is so ridiculous. They'll be like, "You mean like an animal trapper?"
That is hilarious.
Anyway, so his job, we already have one going. He does like all of it and checks the guests in and everything. It's been so freaking interesting because we thought it would go one way, and then once we started, we've seen it unfold in a totally different way. So in the meantime, I'm doing all of this work and getting voiceover going, and it's cheaper to live here, but we've got to live off something, right? So he is a champ and a half. We are definitely a team back and forth, and I do not know what I would do without him. Duke today, we had this guest check in who didn't read the listing right. It's a little single. It's around the corner from all the clubs. Single guys rent it, and then they have a place to crash. And a family of like 4 rented it, and there isn't even enough beds for them. She didn't look at the listing. I know, isn't it good? And so I was like, you just got a last minute booking. You have to go let them in. So Diz jumps on the scooter and goes to Sosua to go let them in. That's like 15 minutes from here. Duke lost his ever-loving mind not seeing Daddy. Like he cried the whole time he was gone and cried until he came back. And I was like, man, I am so grateful to have such a present father in these kids' lives. It's so true and shows up everywhere.
That's what it's about.
Shows up online. But those boys, man, oof.
Make sure my lips is right.
I know. I need some.
You know all that talking. You know I can't be getting the
No.
But anywho, yes, girl. I mean the love is real. Definitely real. Super duper romance relationship goals for me. I'm not settling.
No.
And I'm looking at examples, and you guys are definitely one of them.
That is a wonderful thing.
It's a couple of couples that I've been seeing, and even last week, Queen AD, she's getting married, and it was just a lot of love. Mm-hmm. So maybe God is trying to tell me something. Maybe that's might be coming soon. But anywho, so yes, girl. All right, so hey, the lips is cool.
Lips
all right.
Fine.
Fun night, and I have I'm just so excited. The premiere. Look, the premiere. It ain't a premiere. It's been up, but I'm showing it on Stuck at a Green Light.
Oh,
Naomi.
This video old. This is long before kids.
Yes, but you still
do a video shaking my ass like that.
Oh my God. You want me to play it? Is that okay? Because you were shaking that ass, girl. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, Desmos, I see why. Nah.
The kids took some booty on their way out for sure.
Naomi, this just ain't right. I'm about to go to the DR to get my booty looking like your booty. You know what I'm saying?
I have a confession to make since it's late, and why not? In this very song, I talk a little like I throw a jab at people with a flat ass, and I say so if you want a flat back, I say something like a flat back or something like that as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Joke.
Okay.
bulged a disc in my back in April and got an MRI, and they were like, "You have flat back syndrome." I was like, "What? Me? I can't. I have a song where I talk about like
Shit.
it's like a very humbling moment.
Wasn't it? I mean, karma is real, and that's for the people out there know
It
that
came full circle for me.
it will come full circle, like for real. But I mean, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Because I may not have it.
Called pancake gas. No,
I may not have it.
It is called pancake gas, tall flame. However, the
Oh.
actual medical like term, there is a medical term, and then the doctors they call it flat back syndrome.
The term is called pancake. So Flame, y'all actually have names. Well, I know, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, for y'all to still have names in 2022 is amazing.
I know
Pancake
that
gas, huh?
I'm
I
trying
mean,
to.
I kind of want to get in. I did this with Dismos. We did the booty segment.
Isn't that hilarious?
It's funny.
Okay,
It's funny. We did the booty segment, but I mean, okay, so pancake booty. Okay, so Flame, put in the comments what they call people with booty.
Mm-hmm. It's a guy
Okay, and
code
then
term.
the guy code.
I've heard guys say it like, "Oh,
I mean,
she's got kind of a pancake ass."
But what's wrong with that? Why is that a problem?
To have a
Because
pancake
you may
ass?
have a flat back, but you can have a big cat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Why?
No, flat back is what causes your ass to look like a pancake. Flat back syndrome is that the bottom couple of vertebrae that is actually like curls out like a tail, so it kind of makes your booty rise. Those bottom vertebrae fuse and go straight down.
There's always something to learn.
Mm-hmm. You don't even know how many lunges and squats I have done since last July. I've gotten a lot of it back.
I'm sorry.
But it
This
is like
funny.
this video.
That is funny.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we as humans should speak about this subject more often. I mean, hey, you know, that's what Stuck at a Green Light is about.
Mm-hmm.
That's just come on. I need to have a panel show.
I'm not gonna augment anything, but man, if I can reverse this shit, I am gonna try. I can't.
To reverse what?
Uh-huh.
You said to reverse what?
This flat back
Oh,
syndrome
Jesus.
shit. I built the muscle up.
Oh, Lord. I can't today. I can't today. Look, yes, booty we shall speak of. Hey, go back to the booty episode with Dismos.
Play the song.
Perfect. But yes, look at the booty episode of Stuck at a Green Light with Dismos. Yes, very, very entertaining.
You're right. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Fun. So here we go. Let's get it. Let's go. Turn up your speakers. It's definitely going down. I got a treat. So let's get it. Let's go. Okay, because we're about to be partying in the back. You know what I'm saying? On some real talk. All right.
I'm learning not to move it like a white girl. Learning to shake it just right, girl. My man says to practice and keep it tight, girl. So that when we bring it back home, we can make the toes curl. This ain't no Lady Gaga. It's all about the curvy girl. So if you got a booty, tell me or give me a twerk, twirl. Help me out, help me out. It ain't that shit from side to side. up and down like you wanna ride. Back and forth and back. Sometimes those cheeks might even smack. It ain't that shit from side to side. It's up and down like you wanna ride. Back and forth and back. Sometimes those cheeks might even smack. Now take it, baby, to the dance floor. Take it, baby. Now shake it. Give them a show that they should pay for. Honey's only. Let them see that booty moving. See that booty move. Make them want more. Make them want. Put in a piece of your own style. Move it from your core. No shit, don't know, 'cause there ain't no law that say that we can't do it too. So pick up your jaw. Come here to do how we do. I said, shit from side to side. It's up and down like you wanna ride. Back and forth and back. Sometimes those cheeks might even smack. It ain't that shit from side to side. It's up and down like you wanna ride. Back and forth and back. Sometimes those cheeks might even smack. Break it down. Well, no, it ain't. It's up and down. Sometimes those cheeks might even smack. It ain't that shit from side to side. It's up and down. Back and forth and back. Sometimes those cheeks might even smack.
Yeah, I do not have that booty no more. Man.
That was super cute.
Fun.
That was cute as hell, though. I loved
Thank
it.
you.
I loved it. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
shout
a
out to the Black
fan.
Italian. That's, man, she just had a baby. She's
I mean, moving
so
that ass
beautiful.
like that. I mean, she, no, I was playing. You know, I mean,
She is so cool. Yeah, that day
yes.
was so
Moving on.
fun. Man, that was right at Hollywood and Highland, up at that dance studio up in there. I don't know how I got that. I think that, I don't know. We broke some rules, but that was so fun to shoot that video.
That is so cool. So what did Dismos think about that?
Dismos directed it.
Okay. Okay.
He was like, oh, okay, you want to go there? You want to go there? We can go there. Let's do it. I was like, shoot, when am I ever going to get to go there again? Never. So we just went for it. Mm-hmm. I was already getting old.
Huh?
I mean, you're never too old,
I was already getting old.
Like, I was already getting, like, I just wanted to get it out of my system. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yes,
you had to get it out your system. I like it because I'm sure a lot of, you know, people have to get it out their system. You know, white women, you know what I mean? I love how you like say like a white girl. I love how you're using the booty, the whole culture. That,
thank you,
beautiful, is the culture. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
absolutely.
Oh God, on that one
done.
show that you had, what was it? A Culture Vulture show? You were talking about that. I thought that was such a good conversation that you had going, and a good example is.
Wait, which one? The culture?
You were talking about people who were culture vultures and examples.
Oh, yes, when we were talking about the culture. Yeah.
And Iggy Azalea is an example of someone who doesn't seem to know or care about the culture, but just continues to emulate and profit off of it. I always felt like, shoot, I lived on 48th and Figueroa for 2.5 years. And I
Girl, bless your
was
heart.
literally the only, I mean, nobody goes south of the 10 that's white. I swear to God, no one ever even, I lived in LA for 4 years and no one even talked about being south of Adams unless they were going to LAX. Ever. I kind of was like, what's even down there? Like all train tracks. No, it's an entire vibrant community. It was the very first time I ever lived in LA where I felt like I had neighbors that gave a crap, you know, tap, tap, tap. Hey, I noticed the back door of your car is unlocked on the street, or everybody grilling or whatever. I didn't even know my neighbors ever up until I lived down there. So
so what you was about to say though about the Culture Vulture show? Well, it's not the Culture Vulture show. The show is called The Culture.
Yes, and you were giving examples and talking about people who were real culture vultures, and I thought that another example, and like a way that I could have got it wrong, right? Because you were just talking about my video and how it was the right approach. And she is an example of getting it wrong. And yeah,
absolutely. I think that was a great flip of the coin, like to show. Okay, okay. So a lot of times in our culture, real quick before what?
They said she was going to a girl of color to actually get help, not being pretending like he was saying like my character.
Yes, how you were. Okay, right.
Good point.
See, we getting old. I'm getting old. I was so excited. But anywho, that okay, because a lot of women of color, Black women, African American, we're American, whatever, get upset or not upset, but it's like why and this and that. That's the misunderstanding, is that sometimes in the culture with rap, with a lot of things, it gets taken, but no shine of light of where we're getting it from.
Absolutely.
And that's the problem.
Definitely.
It's like give light, be respectful, pay homage, to but where you go.
Also be yourself. Like I always knew and still know that I'm a white woman and I am married to a Black guy. And when we lived in South Central, I would go blocks and I would not see one other white person for until I got to Western and be like, dang. But
yeah, so you might see probably a 1.5 there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, now it's gentrifying so much.
Oh yeah, girl. Don't even talk. Yes, now.
Started on all
because I'm off to add. I don't even want to talk.
I'm just saying, like, I never once lost sight of who I was. I knew who I was hanging amongst people. What is that term? WIGGA or whatever. Like, I am not trying to be anybody else. I am myself, and I'm just.
She didn't move on. She didn't move off of Figueroa between, over there off by Hoover and shit, and then start going like, "Yo, what's up, homie?" All that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She stayed Naomi. She was like Naomi. She didn't get over there and start
acting, acting Black, or with that term, acting Black. When people say,
it's never gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She just stayed herself. It wasn't no fucking like, oh, I'm Aisha now and shit.
Right.
It comes from just maybe, I don't know.
Absolutely, this is good.
Lose
this
themselves
is good right
and
now.
They start to just become a culture that they're not, and then profit off, or not even throw pay the homage, but just say like, this is me and mine and whatever, and lose themselves in the mask. They think they are the mask, or And so I mean,
I see it all the time, even with rappers, like with different races of rappers and whatnot. It's always just being respectful of where you got it from. Like, don't just, oh, it's mine and forget them. And then still take the culture and don't even like the people who created the culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's something that bothers me as well. I notice, you know, I see a lot of different races. They want to have like Boys in the Hood shirts on and, Tupac shirts, Nipsey shirts all the time. And I always wonder, and then
some of it is they don't even know what they're wearing, and it's the media showing them
why
this
do you
is
feel
what's
like you
cool
have to wear that? But you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Stuff like that. So, I mean, I think this was so refreshing. I love the turn it took at the end. This was a dope show. Damn, Naomi. What am I gonna do without y'all, man? I love y'all.
Man.
I mean,
igualmente.
Just a lot of blessings to Stuck at a Green Light. Real talk. Real talk. I mean, jokes from King Tech to, man, yes, like just wonderful. So Dismos, that's what's up. Shout out to my boy, yet again. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Please donate to the park. What's up with the park?
We are going to do a formal fundraiser for it every year in March. So it'll be coming.
You're going to do a what?
March.
Wait, say
it'll
it again.
Be like for the month of March, there will be a fundraiser where everything for the year that's needed for the park is going to kind of be like handled during that time, and do a fundraiser where people could donate, because it's an ongoing project. If we want to keep that park going for the community and keep the maintenance going, then a lot of things need to be put into place. So you can't just work it and then abandon it. So we're going to revisit in March.
I took some of that money and paid this lady every Monday just to maintain, like after the weekend when the park got full of trash, every Monday when I come over there and pull up to the park, that it was all clean and all the trash was put up in the park, and I just paid her every Monday. That was her little salary. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that kind of runs out after 3 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so we're gonna annually do it in March, since I started in March. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So like damn, Dismos.
Yeah, it's another thing that goes on that for the year.
There we go. Another example. But damn.
I'll refix all the swings. I'll refix all the tables that's broken and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? Do another roundabout. Go gather up all the kids and get them shoes and shit again. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks,
stuff like
Ray.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, let me see that shirt one more time, though.
Hey, represent. Let's get it. Let's go. Dismos.com. Cop yours.
Yes.
Cop yours, huh?
That was so awesome. Thanks for
Yes, it was. So you guys, I know it's the wee hour of the night.
I know. I just hit the clock for the first time. It's 2 a.m. What the hell?
That's what Stuck at a Green Light does. I got that effect.
Yeah.
I got that effect, honey. You don't even worry about the time. Time what? Oh, there's time. Oh, I'm telling you, because the mission is real. The mission is real. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, yes. Right, so y'all have a wonderful night, okay? I will be coming out there to get my butt implants. Y'all will be taking care of me. Just
no
FYI.
problem. Oh, you're going to get your butt implants. I'll be watching. Maybe that.
I want the transfer. I don't know about implants, but I'm working on it. I'm still studying on it, and I'm still giving it to God. So let's see.
Somebody else recently did that, and I don't think they had a good experience. And so,
but no, that's the thing, Naomi. What? Like that part. That's why I'm my age and haven't gotten it done. It's too many complications. And I mean, I may not have a big booty Rudy Tooty. Hey, but you know what? I got a lot of other good things. You feel me? Let's just wrap it up in a box. Tie a knot on it. And if people don't like that, well, then they could get on. You feel me?
Could not agree with you more. You bring so much to the table. You fly as hell. What are you talking about?
I try. I try. True. But it was definitely wonderful.
If
Do
somebody
you
marries
guys
you
a
to the
hug and a
booty, what's
kiss
going to
for
happen
me?
if the booty drops? I guess
Exactly. Like, let's say years later, and please, and I'm gonna say this: you people out here who has gotten your body done, stop clowning or looking funny or judging women who have not gotten their body done. Remember, you had to get your body done. So stop frowning and this and that with girls with natural booties. That's something I want to throw out there as well, because I'm tired of that as well.
I didn't know that happened. I thought that people
that
who
happens
get
a
it
lot.
done.
Like
I
people
saw
frown
Cardi
down on
B.
you because you were natural. Like you were like natural before.
When
You
she
had to
got
get your
lipo
body.
after her second kid, she said that like all of the surgery shaming was just like so much to take. Like, I gotta do the lipo for my job, and she took so much shit, and it made me think people throw more shade to people who do stuff,
And
don't
then it's
they?
that too.
Like when they go too far with it. I think a little something is just, especially if nobody knows, you figure out how to pull it off, right? But it's a slippery slope, like anything. Like anybody can get too far into anything. Maybe
true.
drinking is their thing, maybe gambling is their thing. You don't know what it is until you're there.
Lack of
And
moderation.
that's a slippery slope. And there's people in my family where I can't even talk. I look at them and I'm like, I can't. I just want to say, man, you fucked up your face. Why did you do that?
And then you don't even want to say nothing because it's like obviously and evidently there's something psychologically going on.
Yes. If you think you need to
Like
do
little
that,
Kim. Oh, little Kim.
hey,
Little Kim.
no. I have something to say about that. I recently looked. No, she was in a relationship with a dude who broke her nose so bad she had to have it reconstructed, and that was like the first nose job. But also she was a victim of abuse from the guy. Like she had multiple times she had to go to the emergency room and everything else. And he was it 2014, he was convicted for life. He got life because he was like, I mean, she was dating some guy who was like the head of some kingpin or something like that. So he's probably
like some type of right.
Scared the crap out of her. She probably really thought she couldn't leave because he was someone who had sway. And I bet you the things he said to her were just like hard to even imagine. I bet you they were awful.
Sure, it was a lot about her skin because you could get your nose broken, Naomi, a billion times. But how does your skin turn from my color to your color?
Trauma.
Do you think like she got that done because
physical and mental abuse, where she has like real trauma that she never worked through, and so it's manifesting in all these ways of like,
yeah. Ooh, that manifesting word is deep.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, because
she hasn't faced her trauma. However you do it, I'm no pro at that, but
yeah, well, that's the backstory, you know. But just
she's a mess. It's all. You're right.
It is.
But I had to say that because I didn't know anything about that. I thought she just started doing all that stuff, and she was so cute as a button in the 90s.
She was so cute. Why would eyebrow be looking lighter than the other one? But anyway, but yes, she do. I have to figure it out. Yeah, but I mean, hey, to each his own. You know, everybody has their own struggles, their own things, their own goals. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is. But when it comes down to the body, everybody's just freaking different. I remember I asked this boy like a long time ago, this dude, I'm like, what do you like about women? I can't pinpoint it. He said, I can't pinpoint it because women got so many different shapes. Like, and then when you get with one woman, the shape, yeah, like I like it. Like I like the variety, you know. And then you got some men who are boobies men, who like boobies. Then you got some men who are ass men. They like ass, or both, or no. Like it just, hey, it's so like how many people you
some
said
like
earlier?
No curves, some like all curves.
Billions of people in the universe to try to change yourself for, but me personally is the clothes, like the way I look at my clothes, and that's really petty.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my why. Look, that's my number one for butt enhancement. The clarity. The clarity is the way I look in the clothes.
Yeah, I get that. I do.
But hey.
Because I'm looking different. My booty is filling out the clothes different than ever before in my life. I was the girl with the booty, and now I am not.
Ain't that a trip? Great.
So weird.
Some squats.
It's taken some like acceptance, like a year of it, where I'm like, whoa.
And we change all the time. Look, there we change.
Luckily, I got other shit going on.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So, well, all right, family. You guys have a dope night. I am about to chill.
Yep.
I got my water tonight. That's what I got. I'm recovering. Yeah. Had a tough day today. So, I mean, hey, you would have never known. Would have never known. But that's what's up. All right, now. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Take it easy. That's right. That's it. What it do. Okay, what it do. So Alizé, I want some Alizé. You know what? I haven't had Alizé in a long time, but I'm serious about that date. Either in February or March, you know what I'm saying? Let me know, Shalay. So yes, indeed. Dope night, dope show. Stuck at a green light, let's get it, let's go. 2022, what it do? Come on, you and your crew, build. You know what I'm saying? Get it in, tell a friend. I got my rhyming skills going on right now. I'm actually start implementing my rhyming skills. I wasn't sure because I like to keep things separate. Hey, but this is all me. So I might start doing that, put it in the comments if you think I should. You know what I'm saying? 2022. Wow. I'm excited. I'm also prepared to be disappointed as well. You cannot lose the fact that things happen. You know what I'm saying? Stuck at a green light. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. So in 2022, brace yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Build, grow, think out of the box. Think outside of the box. Think differently. Try something new. Speak to people you would never speak to. Hang out with people you would never hang out with. If you was that jock, hang out with that nerd. Hang out. You know what I'm saying? People are blessings. Okay? So keep that in mind. So moving forward, yes, Thursday. Yay. New year, new day. Stuck at a green light will be like co-streaming, double streaming, dual streaming with Flytrap TV, my boy CO. Yes, indeed, gonna be in cyberspace. I'm super excited about Thursdays, okay? Thursdays at 9:00 is going down, all right? Clash of Thoughts. We're talking about, some topics, all right? But you guys are definitely gonna love it. You guys are definitely gonna like it. So that's what's up. www.foreverglitterbox.com. Get you some accessories. Okay, listen to some music. Check out some past episodes of Stuck at a Green Light and much, much more. I'm actually getting the website revamped, reconstructed, redone. December hits the 1-year anniversary of my business. I'm very excited and happy. Dope run 2021 and didn't even have no vision board. So now that I have this stuff up and running and up and going, it's time, okay? Vision. I've always, been a manifester, but no, vision, okay? Vision boards, more writing stuff down, more, what is it? Meditating, peace, be still, protecting my aura, building, so visit www.foreverglitterbox.com. So doing this show is amazing how time is flying so fast. Okay. I remember creating this banner, breaking news, YouTube channel, Stuck at a Green Light, please subscribe. A major success, and understand that I could be doing more. Yes, I could be doing more to grow the channel. I could be. And I'm asking for people who have been on Stuck at a Green Light to share your show, screen record, promote yourself. And just the whole movement, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just a lot of very, very important information that be on these shows. Okay, so get it in, okay, and subscribe. The show is growing. I want it to naturally grow. I'm not trying to pay for nothing, viewers, pay for subscribers. That's a no-go. Okay, so so moving forward, welcome 22. What it do? It's going to be a dope year. Okay, my magic number is 11 11 11 22. So let's get it popping. Not stopping. Yeah, your girl forever, the realest. You know what I mean? I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, stopping by, leaving a heart, leaving a like, just thank you. Shout out to everybody who loves me. I love you. Shout out to all the haters out there who don't like me. I still love you. Get counseling for that. Get counseling. And just keep it pushing. Keep it pushing, keep it moving, keep it cruising. You feel me? So Stuck at a Green Light continues, okay? I started Stuck at a Green Light in February. Time flies when, like I was saying earlier about the banner, but it is crazy that it's almost about to be a freaking year. So it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, Stuck at a Green Light. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me also tell you guys too. YouTube channel Stuck at a Green Light is called that, but it's going to be called Forever TV. Yes, Forever TV. I can't wait. New year, new day, new goals to accomplish. Okay, so you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thanks, Booski. Yeah, so you guys have a wonderful night. All right, stay prayed up, do you, and don't let nobody make they thing your thing, because it ain't. All right, well, peace.